Alright, so welcome to Package Design 1. So in this section we are starting to look at labels and products with labels and kind of like how to composition things together. This is a very special edition in the fact that when we go through this series, we're not using any Adobe products when we're going through this series. We're actually going to treat it as a very poor graphic designer student has a limited amount of tools at their disposal, and we're also going to look at it as the company has given them kind of like the worst case scenario given those tools. And the reason for that is I have students that are basically out. They don't have software at home, but I still want to teach at a relative level that's easy to understand graphic design and package design. So it gives them the opportunity to be creative with the tools at hand and to show that you don't need like fancy software in order to produce really good results. So the first thing that you will have to understand is the fact that an image can be broken down into several elements, and then they can be made into separate documents and strung together as long as they're all the same resolution. So I'm going to be showing you how to do that, how to do the resolution, but we'll pretend just for a second that this is a document, okay? And then this one right here, this area right here, that's a document. Okay, this is going to be a document. That's going to be your logo. So that's going to be usually vector and brought in. And then you have another document, and it's in the background here. Cool. So this document has detail that's laying on top. This document's laying on top. This document and this final design, this thing in the background, is going to be overall your whole product. Cool. And what that does is give you the ability to, let's say something changed here. Okay? You can easily change it and put it back to the final. You can move your elements around. Okay. These little elements, you notice how much detail is in here. I could produce those. So these would be probably another element, document that floats here. So we're going to be compositioning everything together, and it's going to take, it could take 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 different Google Slides, and we're going to be using Google Slides and then several just little freeware vector programs online. And Google Slide is probably the worst case scenario, but I've had students produce such good results in Google Slides. It's when you go to print it, you can't tell the difference. It's ridiculous. It's a good program, but you do have to maintain a DPI in it. So that's what we're going to be looking at, DPI, how to composition elements together into a final product. So let's get started. I just wanted kind of like an introduction video to this one because it's a lot of steps. Once you learn all these steps, you can apply the same steps over and over again into any design that you see.